COVID-19 pandemic is inflicting high and rising human costs worldwide, protecting lives and allowing health system to cope have required isolation, lockdown, and widespread closure to slow the spread of the virus. The health crisis is therefore having a severe impact on economic activities worldwide. The global economy is projected to contract sharply by negative 3% in 2020, much worse than during the 2008 financial crisis. Malaysia is not spared from this pandemic and is projected to grow between negative 2% to 0.5% in 2020, affected by both weak global demand, disruption of supply chain, and containment measures both abroad and domestic. The impacts brought by the pandemic has resulted in the creation and emergence of new norms globally, and we would not be able to do business as usual anymore. This is the scenario that we have never experienced before and would require us to exercise new way of doing things now and in the future. Therefore, we have reviewed our development strategies under the 12th Malaysia Plan to recover from severe economic impact due to COVID-19 so as to remain resilient, adapting to new normal, and promote future economic growth and development. Moving forward, Sarawak will anchor on two core principles in developing its economic, social, and governance sectors. In 2030, our major economic sector will be fully developed based on these two core principles, that is digital economy and environmental sustainability. To enhance our economic productivity and competitiveness, we will intensify our digital economy agenda across all sectors of Sarawak economy. Hence, data center plays a pivotal role in driving innovation in the digital application sphere. Sustainable environment will feature prominently in our future development plan. We will ensure that Sarawak achieve a clean, healthy, and resilient environment for the current and future generation. Data center and innovation, as said by some, as the new oil. We will increase the capacity of our data center and innovation to cater for the ever-increasing demand across all economic sectors domestically as well as global needs. The enhanced capacity will be further supported by ever-growing need of digital services such as digital ID, digital wallet, big data, blockchain, fintech, virtual reality, augmented reality, and artificial intelligence. Our data center and innovation will be environmentally sustainable as it consumes renewable energy. Big data will be the new oil of our economy. The other one is mining. Sarawak government will emphasize on the mining sector as we have abundant minerals and natural resources such as oil, gas, coal, silica sand, limestone, and others as new sources of revenue. On mining sector, particularly the oil and gas sector, will utilize our data center and innovation to enhance its resources planning, and deployment in place of conventional method. This will increase productivity and efficiency, and global good practices can be adopted by other mining sectors. The mining sector will be a new source of our revenue. Then the high productivity commercial agriculture and commodity sector. In agriculture, the focus will be on commercialization and modernization, leveraging on latest technology and artificial intelligence to intensify and improve productivity. New business model will be introduced, increase production and productivity. Increasing productivity in agriculture and commodity sector is key to this effort. New inventions, especially precision farming, with the application of Internet of Things IoT, as well as latest research and development application, will be intensified. Then we go for high-value downstream manufacturing. The manufacturing sector will be transformed for more value-added and downstream processing activities, especially in high-tech, that is electric and electronics, heavy industries, our resource and non-resource based downstream industries, as well as build the capacity of our SMEs. Sarawak government will also focus on sustainable forest management through partnership between government, businesses and the community. Among the key initiatives are: 1. Aggressive industrial forest plantation, reforestation of degraded areas, and international certification of our forest management practices. This effort will help preserve and conserve our forests for the future and generate revenue for Sarawak. This will also make Sarawak globally recognized as contributor to United Nations and Sustainable Development Goal (SDG) decarbonization effort. Then about tourism, beyond leisure tourism. Post-COVID-19, tourism industry will take longer time to jumpstart because this sector is hardly hit. As such, great effort will be initiated to build up tourist confidence and airlines to resume their operation. We will intensify our effort to develop this sector through product development, and key initiatives would include diversification into other tourism products beyond tourism. Sarawak's natural endowments such as resort, caves, natural lakes, national park, rivers, mountains will be given added emphasis for tourism activities. Development will also be done at the man-made lake, that is our dams. Then we need new approaches in our key services sectors for the well-being of our people. That is our quality social services for the people. For example, we need to introduce new housing policies to ensure healthy living. We need to develop new capabilities in healthcare sectors post-COVID era. Renewable energy. Encourage the use of renewable energy sources such as hydropower, solar, biomass, hydrogen, and biogas to generate electricity to achieve balanced energy mix and reduce carbon emission. Our education system will build talented workforce that is agile and adaptive to the ever-changing landscape of industries in Sarawak. This is important for continuous innovation to sustain our economic growth. The other key sectors such as infrastructure, logistics, utilities, telecommunication, transport and welfare will be continued to support this key economic initiative, including the importance of agriculture, basic infrastructure. In light of the above post-COVID-19 exit development agenda, it is therefore pertinent for the state to get views of the stakeholders i.e. chambers of commerce, professionals and academics, to deliberate in details the various sectors in order to formulate action plans for achieving a new economic agenda for Sarawak. The Council will study all the details of the above proposition, and they are to be submitted to the government by September 2020. So this is the key. This is the key. We have 10 there. Education and human capital development, renewable energy, data center, innovation, services, accelerate basic infrastructure, utilities, development and transport. We want to accelerate what we are doing now under this. Then we have tourism, we have forestry, mining, manufacturing, commercial agriculture. These are the tech sectors. And these sectors, there will be a sub-committee members comprising government as well as the private sector plus professional to deliberate in detail all these sectors. And then they will submit to the government by September. And the government will study, and then that becomes the basis for us to formulate our economic agenda after the COVID-19. That is from 2021 up to 2030. So this is a combination of all sectors, the private sector, the public sector, as well as the academics. Because there are certain fields, they have the expertise. And then we will develop from then on. And this is the main one. Okay? Thank you. Ada soalan?
With regards to the SEAC that you mentioned just now, Datuk Patinggi, who are the members and who are chairing the council?
Economic Council. Economic Council. Apa members?
The Sarawak Economic Action Council.
Economic Action Council. The members are the people who attended today, plus academics. They are in KL. They are Sarawakian, but they are in KL. They can come. And also the private sector from chambers of commerce.
So within these 9 years you mentioned, between 2021 to 2030, the process of what they call recovering from the COVID-19, how much do you think that the government will still need to inject during that period? How much do you think that the government would need to inject within the 9 years period?
How much do we need to implement that? We cannot determine.
I cannot determine now. We cannot determine now. We cannot determine how much because it's based on the actual policy. This is just the proposition for us to move forward in the new economy, in the new norm. And then we base on our strength, our economic strength. That is in terms of our resources. And then the amount of money only determined after that. Okay?
You mentioned about one of the sector that has been heavily affected by the COVID-19 is the tourism industry. Whether you will receive any reports of hotels or big hotels had to close down like what had happened in other states in Malaysia, Datuk Patinggi?
You see, the tourism is badly hit. As a result of this, there is bound to be a lot of unemployment in this sector. That's why we have to shift our economic policy to create new jobs, a new environment, a new job. That will absorb, especially the SMEs, so that they can do their job. And then we have to restructure and reorganize our approach in terms of our economic agenda, that will give benefit to people so that people can restart. That one cannot be done by the government alone. That's why we need the input from the expert to help us. Okay.
Also, with this exit strategy, does this mean the state government will review the budget, state budget for 2020?
Huh?
Will the state government review
Asyik apa
the?
kelingan enggak?
Will the state government review the state budget for 2020? Review budget.
What budget 2020?
State budget.
Uh-huh.
There has been called by a couple of politicians for the state government to review the 2020 state budget.
The budget, I will decide on that day. We are going to have our Dun sitting on the 11th.
Oh, it will be decided during the Dun sitting.
No, what do we mean budget 20? This is supplementary budget.
Oh,
That one is the
supplementary.
normal one.
Okay, okay.
You will apa nama dengar on the 11th. Okay. Ada lagi kalau saya
I have a question, sir. I have a
yeah.
question. You mentioned about big data is going to be our new form of income, like oil. How soon can we put in place in that it will?
No, that's why it depends on the input by the private sector, because there will be a subcommittee this sector, then they will discuss together with the telcos, including MACC, we call this multimedia, MCMC, together with our own SMA. So we see how they recommend. But we have the prerequisite, that is we can develop our talent, number one. Number two is we have the energy, because you need reliable power energy for our data center. You must remember that during this COVID-19, a lot of people are online now. You know, luckily we have the basic already, so even the trade, online business is there all online now. Even the tracking of our suspected COVID carrier, kita make tag. The only state having the tag, and then the other state is going to follow us. Tagging of digital tagging. Nah. But as far as digitalization is there, I think we are on the right track. The only thing is we enhance it. And all our economic development agenda have to depend on our core. This is the core. The digital economy and environment. Environment is very important. One thing that we observe, and this is based on international observer, people observe, since the lockdown, certain cities polluted are very clean in terms of environment. They gave us the picture of Beijing. Beijing is having clear sky. The same with New Delhi, clear sky. And then according to the world, world people in the economic field, particularly IMF, they observe that the next important key driver of our economy worldwide will be environment. Okay?
So another question to ask. We have the MCO, now we have CMCO, and coming up we are not sure. How do you rate our performance, so to speak, and how do you see this so-called new norm for Sarakian?
No, the question now is, because of the new norm, you must get familiar with the protocol of the new norm. That is why our State Disaster Committee under Datuk Ahmad Douglas Sugar, we are very cautious in this. It has to be gradual, but before you can really adopt the new norm, you must know the protocol. What are the new norms? Macam social distancing among us. It become a new norm. Berjarak ada lagi. New norm. Then apabila you pergi kedai kopi, kedai ni you nak angkah meja you. These are new protocol. So we have to get people familiarized with the new protocol. That is why our committee, our state government would prepare people first. Then after that, we open it up gradually. Then you can really implement what is needed in the SOP. They must know the SOP first. So we are going to do this within these 2 days. And after that, we will open our economy.
You mean we will follow the CMCO as it is?
No, basic we follow. I attended the meeting. During that meeting, we decided that we are going to open economy, but then the business but it depends on the places. The flexibility is there up to us, that suit us. That is why we say we respect the decision we will follow, but then the implementation is based on our needs. And now is our call, we implement it gradually lah. Otherwise, we open sekali, wang belum ada sedia, susah juga. Macam you nak pergi gunting, kena you gunting. There must be a protocol. You dekat gila ke lah, you kena lah. You sih tahu sama adanya career or not. And there must be certain protocol lah nak. So these are the things that has to be done. So these 2 or 3 days, we are going to really promote this protocol.
Meaning, sir, the way I see it, the lifting of MCO on Monday was rather too drastic for us to follow immediately, was it?
No, we see what the government going to decide. We just follow what the government decide, except this is for the law. We have to follow. But implementation up to us, because they know also we have our own law. Under item 7, 9 schedule, because public health is concurrent. Public health, including spread of diseases and prevention of diseases, is ours. So we know the situation and we develop it lah, based on the main federal law. Okay?
Datuk Patinggi, since you say that, so are we expecting another big announcement by Friday? You said 2 days.
Huh?
2 days that you're going to come up with the...
No, the disaster committee will announce it. The SOP, all that lah. I leave it to them. They will announce it. Macam biasa bah, yang announce tetap hari. Okay?
Datuk Patinggi, balik kepada DUN tadi nak. Since you will announce supplementary budget, will you extend the DUN to maybe 2 days for them to debate?
No. Only one.
Only 1 day.
Supplementary budget aja bah.
Okay.
There's no debate bah.
Saya ada debate.
We are still under MCO, CMCO.
Ada setengah step, 21 hour.
Okay. Thank you very much. Terima kasih.